I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's what you need to know today. First, another student has committed suicide at Copper Basin High School in Polk County. 13-year-old Jazmine Kellie Harris took her own life Friday. In March, 18-year-old Patrick Griffin ended his life. Friends and family say both deaths were the result of bullying, and they say school officials failed to respond after multiple complaints. Last month, school officials said the bullying allegations couldn't be substantiated, but now schools director James Jones says it's hard to deny that there's a problem. A Signal Mountain man admits to planning an attack against Muslims. Robert Doggart says he spent months gathering weapons and plotting an assault on the small town of Islamberg in New York. Doggart wrote on Facebook that the town must be destroyed and that he planned to inflict, quote, horrible numbers of casualties. He was apparently afraid the town's residents were planning a terrorist attack, even though local law enforcement say no such plan exists. The town is the headquarters of Muslims of America. Last year, Doggart ran against Scott Desjardins for the District 4 congressional seat. Now he could face a $250,000 fine and up to 5 years in prison. Cleveland police have identified the woman struck and killed on APD 40 Saturday. Officials say 22-year-old Bethany Schessler was walking along the road when she was hit by a vehicle. She was taken to Skyridge Medical Center, where she later died. Officials say a McMinn County man was plotting to kill his wife. Deputies arrested 47-year-old Charles David Johnson after he allegedly approached another man for help. The plan reportedly involved getting the second man to rent a moving truck and crash into the woman before dousing her car with gasoline and setting it on fire. Johnson is charged with conspiracy to commit murder and remains in jail on a $100,000 bond. TVA is offering yet another round of early retirement incentives. The utility already cut nearly 2,000 jobs in the past few years. Now it's offering incentives to another 2,700 employees who work in power operations. TVA is offering a week's pay for each year of employment for those who leave by September. Tennessee senators are urging TVA to step away from renewable energy. Lamar Alexander says he doesn't see why wind power is needed when nuclear plants provide less expensive energy. And Bob Corker says Germany's decision to turn to wind and solar power is idiotic. He says electric rates there are triple what TVA charges, and German companies are building plants in the U.S. instead. A Ray County man has been sentenced to 24 years in prison for child porn. A teen girl says Brian Krasowski coerced her into taking sexually explicit photos and then sending them to him. Authorities say the 42-year-old man amassed thousands of illegal images at his home in Dayton. The Walker County Chamber of Commerce has a new president. Rossville native Lacey Wilson is taking the position. Wilson served on the Chamber's board for 2 years and worked at Blood Assurance. She succeeds Stephanie Snodgrass, who resigned last fall. Dalton police are creating a safe zone for online deals like Craigslist transactions. The department is inviting the public to use its parking lot for meetings. The announcement comes after a Marietta couple were found dead earlier this year when going to buy a car from Craigslist. Police say the safe zone is under 24-hour surveillance, and officers are nearly always nearby. Finally, gigabit internet is now available in Nashville. AT&T is the first utility to provide the high-speed internet there. Prices start at $120 per month. Turning to weather, today will be cloudy with a high near 84 degrees. Tonight's low will be around 60. That's it for today's news. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.